Welcome to the Bendino Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. What if I told you ESPN replaced Sunday Night Baseball with the WNBA, with the NWSL, with the AUSL? No more Sunday Night Baseball. Now they're calling it Women's Sports Sundays on ESPN. What if I told you it was a massive success? You'd say, Ben, what the heck is the AUSL? Softball league. Yeah, ESPN. Softball league. You say, Ben, what's the NWSL? The National Women's Soccer League? Oh yeah, Ben, there's no way that they replaced Sunday Night Baseball with the WNBA, something called the NWSL, and another thing called the AUSL. No way it's a massive success. I say, no, you're damn right. It's not a massive success. Yet some way, yet some way the sports media is going to try to spin it and make you think that this was a huge success. ESPN did the right gamble and it's paying off. The ratings are as good as they've ever been. Nothing to see here. Everything's all right. Yeah, ESPN? Losing over 2 million viewers every Sunday is a positive? Losing all that ad revenue is a positive? Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Women's Sports Sundays holding its own after replacing Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Holding its own? What does holding its own mean? Let's take a look at this article, shall we? ESPN replaced Sunday Night Baseball with Women's Sports Sundays, and 3 weeks in, we are getting our first look at how the change is working for ESPN. Through 3 weeks, WNBA games on Women's Sports Sundays are averaging 1.04 million viewers. The latest edition of Women's Sports Sundays was by far the series' biggest viewership success, with 1.6 million people watching the Indiana Fever take on the Las Vegas Aces. So let's just get this straight. Through 3 weeks, we're averaging 1.04 million viewers. You have one viewership success that's giving you 1.6 million viewers. I would argue if you take away that 1.6, Women's Sports Sundays are averaging under 1 million viewers. You take away the Indiana Fever on Sunday, you take away a Caitlin Clark team on Sunday, although she didn't play, fans still watched, you're looking at under 1 million viewers on your Sports Sundays. Yikes. The article goes on. Fever Aces was a strong audience for the WNBA on ESPN. Viewership for the game was up 53% from ESPN's WNBA regular season average last season and up 3% from last season's Indiana Fever average. Sunday Night Baseball is averaging substantially more viewers, though that shouldn't come as much of a surprise considering NBC airs the games over the air. On a Nielsen-only basis, Sunday Night Baseball averaged 2.71 million viewers over the same 3 weeks, rising to 3.1 million average viewers when including Adobe Analytics measured streaming on Peacock. Sunday Night Baseball, over the same span that they're gloating about 1 million measly viewers on Women's Sports Sundays, Sunday Night Baseball is averaging 2.7 million viewers, rising to 3.1 when we start adding in Peacock. Now, why is adding in Peacock a big deal in this aspect? Well, because they're about to tell you how much money ESPN saved by getting rid of Sunday Night Baseball, not accounting for the fact that in order to watch Sunday Night Baseball, if you don't have NBC, you need to purchase Peacock, which is a subscription service that they're raking in the cash for. You can't make this up. But just because Sunday Night Baseball is winning in average viewers does not mean the move was bad for ESPN. NBC pays around $200 million a year for Sunday Night Baseball, while the WNBA's entire media rights agreement sees 6 media companies combine to pay roughly $280 million annually. Let's stop right there. The networks aren't giving the WNBA $280 million annually. The networks are giving the NBA $280 million annually. And the NBA is giving that money to the WNBA. When this new broadcast deal got negotiated, WNBA wasn't in the room. It was Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, negotiating with the NBCs, the USAs, ESPNs, so on and so forth. It was the NBA negotiating that deal. And whatever Adam Silver got, he pawned off some money to the WNBA after convincing some of these networks to take these WNBA games. So we need to put this in its proper perspective. These leagues aren't paying for the WNBA. They're paying for the NBA. Adam Silver just happened to throw the WNBA in there as a package deal. ESPN also retained MLB rights, though it's primarily moved the games to less favorable weeknight slots. The most watched MLB game this season on ESPN averaged 1.6 million viewers, matching the Fever's Aces game for a New York Yankees Kansas City Royals game on Memorial Day afternoon. A random night Yankees Royals game averaged the same as Fever Aces. Indeed. This is significantly less than ESPN's most watched Sunday Night Baseball game last year, a Dodgers-Yankees matchup on June 1st that averaged 2.73 million viewers. So last year, their number one game averaged over 2.73 million viewers, while Major League Baseball in general on ESPN is crushing, on ESPN last year, crushed anything that the WNBA is currently doing, that Women's Sports Sundays is currently doing on ESPN this year. So while the MLB certainly has the high viewership ceiling, there is a reason to believe Women's Sports Sundays will be a success for ESPN when money is factored in. The biggest test for the series will come on July 26th, when the featured matchup will be an NWSL game between Angel FC and Racing Louisville FC. If the NWSL can draw numbers on par with the WNBA, that will be a great sign for the series. You're not getting anywhere near 1 million people watching the NWSL. You are not getting anywhere near 1 million people watching the NWSL. ESPN took quite the gamble on Sports Sundays, getting rid of Sunday Night Baseball, which has been a staple on ESPN for years, and replacing that with soccer, replacing that with softball, and replacing it with the WNBA. Yet I'm supposed to believe that Women's Sports Sundays is a massive success because of one game generating significant viewership. That one game was a Caitlin Clark team. Major League Baseball is happier than a pig in you-know-what after NBC paid them all that money. And I would say NBC is happier than a pig in you-know-what after seeing all these people sign up on Peacock to be able to watch Sunday Night Baseball. Not only are they watching Sunday Night Baseball, they're watching exclusive Peacock games. When you flip that, people aren't signing up for the ESPN app just to watch the WNBA. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. People aren't signing up to the WNBA to watch WNBA League Pass to watch actual That's not a thing. So financially, I would argue ESPN took a significant step back. Now, was it a gigantic failure? Not yet. But the more and more that Caitlin Clark gets beat up, punched, and injured on the floor, the more likely that this WNBA bubble is going to start crawling back down to the mean, especially in the non-Caitlin Clark games. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.